So run today. I'm back training. Haven't really been enjoying training. I've actually been considering quitting. I'm taking some time off, and now I'm back training. I realized that what happened was I was actually burnt out. Do you know what I mean? I was training, doing some stupid stuff back in 2019. Obviously, as you might know, I was a vegan. My health did deteriorate a bit. I quit veganism. My health improved, and as my health improved, I started to feel invincible, and I started going a bit mad. I was doing my easy runs. I was like progressing down to like 5:30 miles on my easy days, and that just led to me burning out. And eventually I did cop on. I did start doing my easy runs easy. But by then the damage had been done, and it's only through this. I've taken like 3 weeks off. I'm starting to feel a lot better now. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking of quitting. I was thinking of maybe getting into bodybuilding, playing soccer. But right now I'm like, all right, I'm back into running. And I have a plan. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna stick to this plan rigidly. Do you know what I mean? Just be patient, take my time. So yeah, the plan for me is slowly build up my mileage. So this week, just gonna do 6 mile runs. 6 days a week. Take one day off on the Friday, so that's 36 miles. And the next week will be 8 miles, 6 days a week. I'm gonna slowly build up my mileage like that. So this week it's only gonna be 12 miles because today's Saturday. The week's nearly over. So just today and tomorrow I'm just gonna do 6 miles. Then next week will be 36. Then 48 the next week after, 60, 72, 84. I'm going to slowly build to 110 miles a week and keep it there until the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make some changes. From now on, instead of doing all my easy runs at the same pace from like start to finish, I'm going to treat it like a progression. So I'm planning on maybe starting off around like 9 minute mile pace, working my way down to 7. Today I actually ran the first mile at 9:33. There was a bit of a hill to that one though. It is, norm naturally for the first mile you always run a bit slower, I find. Do you know what I mean? In my club it's always 7 minute mile pace, start to finish, and it actually feels kind of hard for the first mile because you're like, whoa, my body's gone from doing nothing to running at 7 minute mile pace. All right, your easy pace is not your warm up pace. Your warm up pace is slower than that. All right. Kipchoge starts his runs at 9 minute mile pace. All right. We need to learn from the best. All right, not mediocre athletes. Do you know what I mean? No offense to those guys. They're still better. Most of them are still better than me. One other change I made is my nutrition. I was eating good food, healthy food before, but I was eating too much. My dad used to warn me in the past, like, oh, you're eating too much, you're not going to improve eating that much. And I'm like, this guy's, I never took him seriously because, he always used to say that I should just do sessions and not do any easy mileage, so I kind of just ignored him. But I was watching a documentary on YouTube about the Kenyan nutrition, and I was shocked at how small their meal sizes were. Like for breakfast, they had like 4 slices of bread and a banana, which is like nothing. I eat way more than that in my breakfast normally. In the past, I eat like 3 times that much, maybe 4 times as much. And for lunch, they have like what looks like a 5-year-old's portion of rice and potatoes. And I learned from that, like, you don't need to eat that much food to stay healthy as a human being. All right. These guys are running like 20 miles a day. They're also, a lot of them are working on farms, physical labor. The guys who aren't professional, most of them probably aren't. You need to be running like 2:10 for the marathon to get professional. Most of those guys probably around like 2:15, 2:20. Do you know what I mean? Still very fast, but it's not quite fast enough to get sponsored. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a few changes I'm gonna make. Do you know what I mean? So today I ran in a Deer Park. Deer Park is a nearby park. I've moved house. I live in Stillorgan now. Do you know what I mean? So I moved out of my mother's house about 6 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, here's my room. It's far more minimal. I only have minimal amount of stuff. I have a lot of books, because I've been bored during the coronavirus lockdown, so I've been reading a lot and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm very minimal. I don't even have duvet covers really, like in my bed. It's ridiculous. I'm happier living this kind of frugal, minimal lifestyle. That's not the point of this video though. So today, Deer Park, Saturday, just 6 miles in 46 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So I treated it like a progression. First mile 9:33. I already mentioned that. Second mile, I was aiming for about 8 minutes, around 8:06. Third mile, from third mile to the 6 mile, I was aiming for 7 minute miles. I ran third mile in 7:19. It can be a little bit hard when you're progressing from one pace to the other. You're going from like one energy system to the other. So third mile 9:17, fourth mile 7:01, fifth mile 7:02, and 6 miles 7 minutes. All right, there was a little bit of a hill to this park, not a big hill. It was mostly flat. Probably would have ran a little bit quicker if it was dead flat course, but it wasn't. Average pace 7:40 per mile. A lot of the guys in my club be saying, "Oh, he must have been running at 7:40 per mile from start to finish." No, it wasn't. I started off at 9:30 pace and I worked my way down to 7 minute mile pace. All right. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to copy the greats. Even Brandon, he says himself, the best guys, we need to learn from them. They're starting their easy runs super slow. Kipchoge is starting at 9-minute mile pace in his runs. And he works way down to 6. So that makes like a 9:33 seem like a little bit on the fast side for me, for my first mile. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'm happy. I'm back running. I'm enthusiastic. I enjoy it. I feel energized after it. I'm looking forward to this training plan. Also, one mistake I made is I wasn't making enough breaks. I only took 1 week break in August at the end of the track season. I didn't take any breaks during the Christmas period. They say you should take at least 1 week off around that time period. And I've been taking like breaks here and there. I've been off like a week, back running for like a couple of weeks, then back took another week off and stuff like that. But now I'm starting to feel fresh. Alright, so that's the thing. If you burn out like I did, like the guys in the US college system, alright, you can't just change your training, expect everything to get better. You need to start with a break. Alright, if you're American college athlete, I would suggest you take at least a month off, because some of these guys burn out so badly. I got a book here about it. A guy called Frank Rudy, Running Full Circle. He's an Irish guy. He went on a scholarship when he was 21 to U.S. University in Tennessee. He even said himself he did well for about 2 years. The third year he just completely burnt out. Do you know what I mean? That's what Brandon says himself. They do well for about 2 years, and the third year they're gone. Third year he was burnt out. He wasn't enthusiastic about it. It was a 4-year degree, so he went in September '76. He was meant to be in college from '72 to '76, but in like August '75, he went back to Tennessee to start his last year to finish his degree. But the coach said, "Sorry, you just don't seem to be into it anymore. Your results aren't good enough. All right, we're ending your scholarship deal. You can't run for us anymore. You can't finish your degree." And that was it. To be fair, the coach, he did give him like $50 for food and stuff. He said, "Right, here's $50. Spend that on food. Get some good solid food into you, and don't be out drinking." Because he got into, he's Irish, so obviously he drinks a lot. But what did he do with that money? He went straight to Sammy's Apex for some alcohol. So, this guy, he suffered from serious depression. Which he didn't suffer from before, and it's just very sad the way it ended up for him. So yeah, be careful if you do burn out like that. You do need to take a break and get back into it. I'm starting to enjoy running again. I enjoyed that run, first run I've enjoyed in a long time. And that's my video.